Absolute, unbelievable ending to the first half, and absolutely backbreaking ending to the first half for the Texas Longhorns. 75-yard touchdown on a screen pass here to Travion Henderson. I mean, there's 13 seconds left, but Texas is going to take a knee. But absolutely backbreaking way to end the half after Texas fought back to tie it up there. So, halftime report, the second of the two semifinal games. Congrats to Notre Dame for winning yesterday. Your season is over video will be out tomorrow for Penn State, who lost, and whoever ends up losing this one. But great first half here. Ohio State scored early in the first quarter, and it looked like we might be off to the races again with the sort of same version of Ohio State that we've seen in the last couple of games. But some self-inflicted wounds for Ohio State here in the first half. No turnovers, but penalties. Lots of penalties for Ohio State on offense. 3 possessions in a row. They were 2nd and 20, 3rd and 20, to 3rd and 28 at one point. Just kind of shooting themselves in the foot. Ended up having to punt the ball, but they were, Texas was pinned deep every time they would get it inside their 15-yard line. They couldn't do anything. It was kind of just punting back and forth there at 7-0 Ohio State. And then Texas ended up getting the ball back at midfield, and they go down and score with basically 30 seconds to go until halftime. A nice touchdown pass in the corner of the end zone by Ewers, and they tied the game up at 7, and you're thinking, okay, we'll go to halftime tied up. Here we go. Going to be a great second half. And Ohio State gets the ball to start the second half, which makes what just happened even worse. But Ohio State gets the ball back, and on the first fucking play, they set up a screen pass to Travion Henderson, and he was gone. 75-yard touchdown run. Absolutely backbreaking after Texas had really played an unbelievable first half of defense against what has looked like an unstoppable Ohio State offense over the last couple of games. I thought they played pretty well. Again, some self-inflicted wounds there for Ohio State with the penalties, but still, Texas was hanging in there. They finally score. You had to be excited if you were a Texas fan to go to halftime tied at 7, right? Back-breaking right there on that screen pass, 14-7. Here comes the kickoff now for Ohio State, which will pretty much wrap things up. I don't expect Texas to do anything here other than take a knee. They don't have the explosive offense that Ohio State has. I can't imagine they would risk disaster here. Remember what happened in the Sugar Bowl, Georgia-Notre Dame. Georgia got the ball in this same situation, tried to throw a pass, blindsided, fumble. Notre Dame jumped on it and scored. You don't want to do that here if you're Texas. Arch Manning played one play in the first half. For those of you maybe wondering or curious about that, it was a 4th and 1 on their scoring drive. The drive they ended up scoring on there. It's a 4th and 1. They bring Arch Manning in, line him up in a shotgun. Kind of a trick play. They ran a tight end in motion. He then lined up under center like they were going to do a sneak with the tight end, but they snapped it through his legs to Arch Manning. Quarterback sweep around the right side. And he gained 4 or 5 yards and picked up the first down. Texas on the ground here on first down picks up about 14. And it looks like they are going to take a timeout. So we'll see. They would need, 25 yards or so, maybe 30 yards to attempt a field goal here at the end of the half. And, of course, who knows? Maybe they get lucky and break something like Ohio State did. So I'll try to keep yapping and mumbling here and talking incoherently, which is basically all I do on this channel anyway. So it's just pretty much a normal video in that regards. But I'll try to keep this going until the end of the first half. We see what happens. We're live streaming the game over on Patreon. Did the Notre Dame Penn State game on YouTube last night, doing the Ohio State Texas game right now on Patreon. So if you're on the Patreon and you didn't know, we are streaming. So come hang out with us. We got 149 people in here watching right now on the Patreon stream. So if you're not on the Patreon, I don't know what you're doing if you're not on the Patreon. We have a great time on these Patreon streams. The Patreon streams eliminate most of the trolls, so there's a lot more interaction and football talk on these Patreon streams. I'm able to read every single comment and reply and respond. Quinn Ewers throws incomplete. Wow, that would have got him down to the 40. Would have got him down to the 40. Is this going to be another penalty on Ohio State? Might be another penalty on Ohio State. Defensive holding, maybe? This half just doesn't want to end. 2 seconds to go. This is going to be a big penalty against Ohio State. Now, it'll give Texas a first down, but nowhere near field goal range still. And it doesn't put time back on the clock, I don't think. Does it? Chat, this doesn't put time back on the clock, right? Still just going to be 2 seconds left, right? Yeah. So I don't know what they're going to do here. They're not anywhere close to field goal range. Hail Mary type situation. Where are they at? Near midfield? Yeah, they're going to be on their own 48. So, I mean, no way they can kick a field goal from here. And they're going to take a timeout. I don't know. Can Ewers throw the ball 50 or 60 yards into the end zone? I don't know. I don't know. There's no way he can kick a field goal from here. Is there? He can't kick a field goal from here, can he? Stop sitting flat-footed. He should be stepping back as soon as the ball is snapped. Yeah, you're talking about the Ohio State defensive back there. Is that the same one that got burned up on the touchdown pass? What was the name? Styles? Whatever. Anyway, it's going to be a good second half. I mean, even if Texas can't get anything here at the end of the first half, and it's unlikely that they do, 2 seconds to go. We'll see what they do here. Oh, there's Bevo. We were wondering if Bevo was there. I guess Bevo is there. But it's going to be a great second half, even if Texas can't get anything here to close out the first half, 14-7. Ohio State does get the ball to start the third quarter, so Texas is going to have to force a punt there. You can't let Ohio State get out to a 14-point lead. There goes Ewers. Is he going to be sacked? What's he going to do? Chunks it way downfield. Falls incomplete, and that's going to be the end of the first half. Your score 14-7. So are you surprised? Is this about what you expected? I think it's a little more low scoring, I think, than a lot of people expected. The over-under on this game was in the 50s. Right now we're at 21 total points, so you multiply that out, you're looking at basically a 42-point game unless we get more scoring in the second half. So we'll see. Interviewing Ryan Day. Somebody in the chat said their mom text messaged them earlier and asked them, does Ryan Day dye his beard? Of course Ryan Day dyes his beard. That's not even shit talk at this point. I think it started out as shit talk, as maybe a way to clown Ryan Day, but it's not even that anymore. Like, nobody on earth has a beard like that. You know what he looks like? What are those? You have to be an old fuck like me. But there used to be this game. It was a little piece of cardboard covered in like a plastic bubble. And inside the bubble were like these little metal shavings. And painted on the cardboard inside the bubble was a blank face. And it came with this magnetic pen. And you would take the magnetic pen, plop it on top of the bubble, and you could move the metal shavings around. And you could give the guy sideburns or a beard or a mustache or whatever. You could move the shavings around wherever you wanted, all over his face. And it was these dark black metal pieces of metal shavings. That's what Ryan Day looks like. What was that thing called? I can't remember what that thing. I'll have to Google it. Or Lugal it too. I might have had a cup of coffee. Don't know. Anyway, should be a good second half. Talk to you later. Hey, yeah, it's me again. As soon as I stopped recording, somebody in the chat said, it's a Woolly Willy. Yeah, a Woolly Willy. I'm going to put a picture up right now, too. Have a great day.